updated Gunsmith Part 1 for patch 13. Let's talk about it. So we're going to be redoing all the Gunsmith, if you're wondering, all the way up to 22. And the reason why is I just want to make sure that everything is up to date. There are some new barters, new ways to get some of the weapons, new ways to get some of the parts. There are some order changes. So like build 1 might be build 7 now and stuff like that. And then so we're going to keep that current as well. And then there's also some different rewards that you get depending on the build that you're doing. So we're going right back to number 1. The build is essentially the same, but we have some differences that we're going to go over. So most of this is going to be the same. The way that we're going to get the gun, we have a few different ways. Now I want to quickly talk about the barter from mechanic, because you could go this route and have multiple of the pieces, especially if you're having a hard time finding this gun, if it's sold out from Jaeger, if all the scav ones you're getting are not the right durability. There's many reasons why you won't be able to get it. You can barter for this from Mechanic 1 for 2 elite pliers and 1 red screwdriver. Now, the benefit of doing this is you can sell all the parts you're not going to need, because there is a bunch of parts on here that you're not going to need. The non-benefit is you're still going to have to buy most of the parts, but this will help you put you in the right direction. You're going to have your shotgun at high durability, and you're going to have the plastic handguard that you need with the rails on it, which will be pretty nice. And then so what you're going to do is, the other way that you can get it is we're going to go to Jaeger, and you can get it from Jaeger 1. We have a brand new barter for buckwheat. So it's going to be 1 buckwheat. Buckwheat actually isn't that expensive, 14K. Sometimes it even goes lower, and you can find it in different food areas that you normally would be finding this type of thing from. So we could do the buckwheat one, and then the other one that you can do is you can flat out buy it. Now, obviously, it looks easy, but sometimes these are both sold out and you have to do it pretty quickly. Sometimes they're not. Like right now, they're completely open. It just depends on when the grouping of people doing Gunsmith 1, because it seems like a lot of like people will do it at the same time and then they move on, are doing it. So that's the other thing. You can also buy it from the flea market. Now, the problem with buying it from the flea market is you have to always check the durability, because the durability has to be above 60. The same with bringing it from a scav. You can get it on a regular scav run. It works often. And I noticed this wipe, the scavs have it way more often than they did last wipe. So you definitely can do that, but just make sure it's above 60 durability. And then after that, you can also go to fence. And this is another way to get the gun. You can actually go to fence and you could look for the gun in here that somebody has sold and just make sure it's above 60 durability and you're good, and you can go ahead and take it that way. So that's how you're going to get the gun. Let's talk about a couple of these parts. So the first thing that we're going to do after that is we're going to go to Skier, and we're going to go to Skier 1. First things we're going to do is we're going to buy the NC Star Laser. So we're going to grab this right here. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab this RK6 for the build. Then we're going to go back, and these parts are all going to be from Jaeger. Now, the plastic 4-stock with the rails comes on some scav shotguns, so you can either cycle through them or run it with your friends, and if they finish it, they can give it to you, and so forth. So just be looking for it. If you need it really early, you can get it from Mechanic 1 for a barter for a hard drive. That is going to be most people's go-to, and even when I was doing it when a lot of other things were sold out, this was not sold out. So you should be able to get the barter pretty easy. And then of course, after that, if you wait even longer, Jaeger 2, you can just flat out buy it. And that is going to be right here. And you can just flat out buy it from Jaeger 2. Now the GKO2, this is probably one of the hardest parts for people to find, but I think it's just because they don't know where to look. This is usually on the scav shotgun on your scav. So cycle through your scavs, run scavs with friends, take it from them. When you kill scavs and they have this shotgun, look for this. Take it off, leave the shotgun. This is pretty much what you're going to need, and usually it comes with this because it needs it to go on the shotgun. So you're going to get both of these parts just by farming scavs, looking for it. Whether you're running the scav or whether you're killing the scav, you can find it that way. Now, the other way that you can do it is you can wait and you can just buy it yourself, but I will say that Jaeger 1, you can buy the first part, and then Jaeger 2, you can buy the second part. But there's moments just like the other pieces where these are just completely sold out and you literally just can't find them anywhere. And so that's something to consider as well. And then now, because so many people have been running it, you will find it on the flea market. It seems like there's a lot, but sometimes there's none. It's just Gunsmith is a really, really weird thing in Tarkov, where it's the only thing that I've noticed that's kind of like that. Then after that, we're going to be getting this gun part right here, which is the pistol grip. And on this pistol grip, you can also find this on the scav shotguns, same methodology. You can also buy it from Jaeger, and you can also buy it from the Flea. So you can get that from Jaeger 1, I believe. Yeah, you can buy it right here from Jaeger 1. So we're gonna have all those parts. It's pretty straightforward. If you guys have any questions, obviously let me know down below and I'll get you guys sorted. The only thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here. We're gonna make sure that durability double check, make sure it's above 60. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull off the 4 stock. We're gonna pull off the regular stock. And then we're gonna slap on this one. And then we're going to put on the laser. We're gonna put on the foregrip. We're gonna put on the cylinder. And then we're gonna put on the muzzle brake. And then we're gonna put on the pistol grip. And this is it. This is the build. It's 100% complete. I'll leave it here for you guys for a second, and then we're going to go into edit preset. This is what the build looks like. And I already had turned mine in. I didn't know if I was going to redo the entire series because I was trying to figure out details on Gunsmith. So I apologize, but I promise you it works. And then you're going to be able to turn that in to Gunsmith Part 1. Good luck. Thank you guys so much for watching another video. If you guys like the content, make sure you guys smash the like button. And if you guys want to see more Gunsmith all the way to number 22, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. You can always hit the bell if you want to be notified when more videos are live. I would also love to have you guys by the stream. We have a ton of fun and it will be funner when you're there. So come by in the mornings, grab caffeine, and yeah, I hope you guys are very blessed. Hope you have an amazing day or night, depending on where you're at in the world. Before you go anywhere, we have more videos for you. Check those out. I will catch you on the next one. And as always, happy raids.